Hey, you know what? Wait. Ever since a lot of things happened in my life, it never ceases to amaze me how certain realizations dawned into me after a series of thorough breakthroughs. And it felt like it was the Almighty's attempt to distance myself from those who are not good for me. It was also his attempt to distance myself from those who will eventually make me distant from him. Apparently, he was successful in doing that, because now I realize that those people were indeed a hindrance to me to see my full potential and live with it. Let's talk about power. You know, I truly believe that before we were sent here down on earth, we were already given a power. And it is up to us now whether we have to upgrade it. It is also up to us on how we make use of it. However, that power backfires. It's similar to that of a boomerang that goes back to us. And it all depends on what type of energy that we're trying to put out into the universe. Because if you do good, then you will receive good. Good will always find you, it will knock on your door and greet you nicely. But if you do the opposite, don't ever expect to let you live your life in a nice way and go on as if nothing ever happened, as if you never did anything wrong. Because karma never misses an address. Yeah, that's right. But what about this good person that I know? I think they're having a misfortune in their life. Are you sure? Are you sure that it's a misfortune? Maybe that's not a misfortune. Maybe that was a test. And I tell you that no matter what happens, a good person will always take the reward. The outcome for them is indeed great. This is the reason why a lot of bad people tend to trample on the reputation of a good person. No matter how hard they try to make that person as an outcast or isolate that person always wins because they have God with them. Yeah, but he was kicked out. She was kicked out. But why is she still alive? Why is she still flourishing? See, that person is actually flourishing because God knows what's truly inside of their hearts. And because they have this goodness within their hearts, God helps them. He guides them. And if you were to ask me why other bad people tend to get away with what they did, and it seems like they're doing well in their lives, the thing is they're actually not. Because every day they actually suffer from this inseparable type of illness. Inseparable in a sense that it never gets detached to who they truly are. Because they themselves, by simply existing, that is the curse that was given to them. And sometimes they tend to add more negativity into this world that they don't mind, or perhaps they are just unaware that karma will actually come and grab them, and just like what I said, like a boomerang going back to them, smashing them directly on their faces. So if you have enemies or you have haters, just understand them, because those people do not have this emotional intelligence at all. They are intellectually challenged. Most of them are just dealing with trauma that had been unhealed within them for a very, very long time. It's stored in them in a way that they don't even know how to remove this. That's why if you have enemies, what you need to do is to always pray for them, because we do not know what God has in store for them. And another thing that you should do is put in all the love, the energy, the time, and the effort within yourself. Put all the time, the energy into bettering yourself. And never seek any form of revenge, because I tell you, God has the best way of doing or serving them the best karma out there. You see, the world didn't end when a cheater broke your heart. The world didn't end when people accused you of doing something you didn't do. The world didn't end when your friends turned their backs against you. Ex-friends, rather. The world didn't end when you spoke the truth and you got hated for speaking the truth. And the world didn't end when you got backlash and disgusting looks from other people. Because the world, your world, will only end if you let it end. Some people only blame, they only accuse, because they don't know how to hold themselves accountable of what they did. Which is why it's easier for them to point their fingers to simply just anyone who is existing. And we don't want to be like them, right? We are smart people. We're smart. We're not like them. If you were betrayed and got your heart broken, then just accept that that person isn't your person, and other people are not meant to be within our lives. In fact, they just missed out a huge opportunity to have you in their lives. Because who would want to miss an opportunity to be with a great person like you? It's really their loss. It's always their loss. And just thank them for whatever happened, because look at you now. You know how to step up, set boundaries, not let yourself get treated like you're some sort of a doormat. And you know when to leave when respect is no longer served at the table. Actually, we're the ones who should teach these people on how to respect us and how to treat us well, because no one deserves to be disrespected. People get triggered by who we are and in the way that we present ourselves, because they see something in us that they don't have. They bring us down into their level instead of using us as their inspiration and motivation. So you gotta dodge the bullet and remove yourself, not make yourself available to those people, because some of them will act as a friend of yours when in fact they are a wolf in a sheep's clothing. Some people get triggered, because they do not know the art of having enough, because they cannot see what they already have. And you know what? Just pray for them. Continue praying for them, because God might miraculously remove the blindfold of jealousy that's been covering their eyes for so long. People need to practice more gratitude, because we all have to realize that we've got different blessings, and blessings are different because it actually depends on our needs, our current needs, and it is what is destined to be ours at the moment. Sometimes you just have to be thankful that you're not living another person's life. You're not the one who is facing their own struggles and issues in life. You might even run from the problem once that certain problem gets handed to you. Despite that, just be thankful, because although there are problems in life, I am a firm believer of the Lord will not give you burdens beyond what your soul cannot bear. In this world, you gotta let it sink in within your mind that there's nobody else like you, and that's your power. But yeah, don't forget to be grateful to the Almighty, because He was the one who gave you that power. And whatever happens in life, always choose love and light. See you in my next video. Thank you, Zircons. Bye.